Hi, welcome. We're going to be talking about 8-note subdivisions today, all right? And today we're going to be discussing basics of 8-note subdivisions, which is going to be a review of time signatures. We're going to practice 8-note subdivisions, and we're going to check for understanding. All right, at the end of this presentation, there's also some useful links if you want to learn more about it. All right, so let's get started here. We're going to go to 8-note basics. All right, the first thing you guys need to understand is what a time signature is, right? And you'll notice this time signature here is 4/4, right? But it's important to notice what's in that time signature. The top number here, 4, indicates that there are 4 beats in a measure, and I'm indicating it by using 4 hearts, all right? You'll see 1 heart, 2 heart, 3 hearts, 4 hearts, all right? And the beat's a steady pulse, right? So the heart's just reminding you that's a steady pulse. All right, the next one is the bottom number, and not everyone understands what the bottom number is, all right? The bottom number tells you what note gets the beat. In this case, you'll notice that the quarter note will get the beat, all right? So you'll notice that there's 1 quarter note for 1 heart, all right? So the first beat will get 1 quarter note, the second beat will get another quarter note, all right? So if you think about it in terms of ratios, it's 1 quarter note to 1 beat, 1 quarter note to 1 beat. All right, let's move on. So we're going to be moving on to pairs of 8 notes. All right, you'll notice in pairs of 8 notes now we're splitting the beat in halves. All right, in 2 halves. All right, the first part of the beat's going to get 1. The second part of the beat's going to get and. All right, and you'll notice that it also goes along with the 8 notes. The first 8 note will get the count 1. The second 8 note will get the count and. The first 8 note of the next beat will get 2. And then the next 8 note will get and so on, all right? So you'll eventually, in 4/4, get 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and, right? If you do all 8 notes all the way across, right? Also notice that if you think about it in terms of ratios, there are two 8 notes, all right? There's 2 8 notes for every 1 beat, 2 8 notes for every 1 beat. So take note of that, all right? That's gonna help you out. All right, now you can apply the same exact idea to quarter notes, all right? So you could still say 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and for the whole entire measure, right? But now we could use it for quarter notes. And someone say, why in the world would we want to do that? Well, if you think about it, what it does is it allows you to be more accurate. So if you think about a ruler, for example, right? A ruler, if you only have 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, you can only measure things so accurately. But if you split the ruler in, quarters of an inches, 1/8 of an inches, 1/16 of an inches, and so forth, right? All of a sudden, now you have a higher level of accuracy. It also helps us improve our feel when we perform a slow song. So let's take the same example here, right? If I say it without subdivisions, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That could feel really awkward, right? There's a lot of space between the quarter notes. Now, if you do the same exact example and go 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and, all of a sudden, right, you start, you'll have the opportunity to have a better feel, right? It just fills out the space a little bit more. Also, 8-note subdivisions will also help you be better at sight reading complicated, unfamiliar rhythms, all right? But we're not going to do that today. We're just going to be doing basic rhythms. All right, so we are now back to the main page, and our next goal is to practice, all right? So we're going to practice what we've just learned, all right? What I want us to do is I want us to clap, tap, and say the subdivisions for the example above. All right, so this is example letter A. You'll notice in this example that the ratio of quarter notes to beats, right, is still 1 to 1, right? The ratio of quarter notes to beats is still 1 to 1. All right, trust the process. This might feel awkward at first, but like anything new, it will take time to get used to, but there are a lot of benefits. So just remember that, all right, the benefits of doing this. All right, so let me do it first. Here we go. Letter A, my turn is first. 1, 2, my turn, here we go. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. 1, 2, your turn, go. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. Let's try that again. That might have tricked some of you guys since you might not be used to this. 1, 2, again, go. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. All right, let's move on to more examples. All right, more examples. Letter B. 1, 2, letter B, my turn. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, your turn, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and letter C, 2, my turn, here it is. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now your turn, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all right, good job, good job. All right, so the next challenge now is can we do this by ourselves? Can we write down these counts by ourselves? All right, so I want you to look over here. Okay, so letter A, you're gonna write in the counts for letter A. So remember, letter A should all have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Letter B, same thing, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And letter C should also have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so pause this video, write it down in your books, and write down the counts underneath. All right, so we're back now. Let's check our answers for letter A. All right. The quarter note should have 1 and, the quarter rest should have 2 and, the pair of eighth notes should be 3 and the quarter note, the last quarter note should have 4 and. How did you do? All right. Look at the subdivision rubric. You can feel free to raise a bunch of fingers up. 4 if you get everything correct. 3 if you have 1 mistake. 2 if you have 2 mistakes. 1 if you have 3 or more mistakes. And if you have more than that, if you have 3 or more mistakes, feel free to ask questions. All right, and we'll be more than happy to help you. All right, same thing for letter B. How did you do? Okay, you'll see that the quarter rest got 1 and, the next quarter rest got 2 and, the quarter note got 3 and the last pair of eighth notes got 4 and. All right, raise your fingers. 4, 3, 2, 1, and also ask clarifying questions. All right, very last one, letter C. How did you do? The quarter note got 1 and, the pair of eighth notes got 2 and, the quarter rest got 3 and the last pair of eighth notes got 4 and. Raise your fingers. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so at this point, hopefully you understand, right, how to do subdivisions, eighth note subdivisions for a quarter note, a pair of eighth notes, and include it for a quarter rest, okay? And hopefully you're comfortable with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the ultimate challenge with a clap exercises A, B, and C, no stops, and see if we could do it. I'll do it first, all right, and then I'll ask for you to do it. Here we go, A, B, C, my turn. 1, 2, my turn, here it is. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and letter B. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, it's your turn. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, let's go a little faster. 1, 2, your turn. 1 and 2 and ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 again and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so there you go. That's subdivisions for you. Please practice, all right? And here's some useful links. If you are interested in learning more about subdivisions, go to musictheory.net, check out measures and time signature. It'll discuss more about what I was talking about with the time signature. You can also check out instructables, how to count rhythms better by using subdivision. And a lot of the stuff I was talking about with the benefits of subdivisions, improving accuracy, you could check this last website out as well, all right? So again, thank you very much and wish you luck. Take care.